Welcome to 12 Card Tarot. My name is Yaya, and I will be doing the 12 card spread in love. Today, we're going to do life lessons. Today's Saturdays. Most of my friends and I do rest on Saturdays, but today I thought I'd do something different. We're going to call this Life Lessons Saturdays. I think a lot of my people are going through depression right now. A lot of breakups, detachments are going on in December. I think a lot of people are going through rebirth and trying to find their purpose, their paths, right? So we're going to get into what is going on with the overall energy right now with all signs. At the top we have the 10 of Cups, 3 of Arrows, and the 4 of Staves, right? Under the 10 of Cups, we have the Love in reverse. Love is in reverse right now in a lot of relationships. They are deteriorating right now because everybody's looking for that emotional fulfillment. But if you're not fulfilled within, how can you attract someone without on 3D? You can't. Because if you don't love yourself within, then you can't attract that without in 3D form, right? So I think a lot of us need to work on what are we here for? What is our purpose? And love who we are and love what we do. I think that everybody wants to use magic right now. They want to use this practical magic that they're watching on YouTube, watching on Instagram. Everybody wants to be a witch right now. Witch means wisdom, by the way. And everybody wants to be warlocks and they want to mess with the air elements, the fire elements. How can you do all of that if your mind isn't right? You can't, you guys. You have to get your mind right. All the rest will follow. And that's why a lot of people are feeling oppressed and why everything is falling apart. This oppression card in the Lover's Path Tarot is the Tower card. And a lot of people are crying and are sad and they're emotional and they're all over the place. Look at this card. Everything's all over the place. Look at her. She's crying. The water. The water represents your emotions in this card. And everybody's emotions are up and down. They just feel like they can't win for losing. Do you know why? Because you're looking for emotional fulfillment on the outside. You're looking for love on the outside. And everybody wants to do this practical magic to make it come to you. But you're not doing the work on the inside. That's why it's all falling apart. Because what you feel on the inside reflects on the outside. But you're not, a lot of you aren't willing to sacrifice. You understand? You have to be willing to sacrifice this materialistic world to make you happy. See, watching social media and YouTube and all of that, I've noticed that over the years, people all want to show they're winning, they're getting money, they're happy. That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. But are they really happy? Because if they were happy, why aren't they spending more time enjoying it instead of trying to show you or prove to you that they're living their best life? Because they're not willing to sacrifice, okay? You have to sacrifice all this materialistic world to get to your happiness on the inside. And then everything else will follow. You need balance. So if I got all this materialistic stuff, love for materialistic things, but I don't have no love for myself, there's no balance. So I'm constantly battling. Look at her, look at him. They're battling, they're dancing. But they're not close. They're far apart because there's no balance. There's no true love there. It's an image. And a lot of relationships that you see on social media or around you, per se, it's all about image. It's all about temptation. It's all about what feels good. Feels good to not to my soul, but in bed. That's temptation. Who wants that? Because eventually that'll fizzle out. I want what feels good to my soul internally. You make my soul smile. How many has that kind of love? And that's why those relationships end. You get the 3 of Arrows. That's why those relationships keep ending and why you keep being heartbroken. You know why? Look at that heavy water hitting hitting the rocks back there and that thunder and lightning. It's because you're emotionally a wreck on the inside. You haven't healed. You haven't healed internally, right? Because in this 3D world we're living in right now, it's all about what? Money. I need abundance. If I have money, everything is solved. All my issues are solved. I'm happy. Look at that. It's all about abundance. Well, I'm here to tell you it's not. And you're not going to attract that abundance. See, the Ace of Coins in reverse. You're not going to attract that abundance until what? You have abundance within. Until you're happy and satisfied with the abundance inside of you. Right? We have to get back to tradition. We have to get back to loving ourselves. Then you can get to those traditional love, marriage. It's not about sexual energy out here. I think that we've gotten so caught up in these images. It's crazy. Look at the Princess of Coins. I have this big old coin and no one to love me, no one to give it to. Look at this. And that's why I'm not a queen. I'm still a princess. That's why I haven't made it to my forest house, to my happy home, twin flame, soulmate, whatever you want to call them in the 3D world. It's because I'm going after this instead of going after, and I'm not willing to do this. And that's why I keep ending up like this. See that? It all goes hand in hand. So on my channel, I say all of this to say this. On my channel, I'm always going to read about love because I think that's our greatest purpose here is to do what we love and attract who we love. But I also want to bring enlightenment to consciousness. You have so many fake conscious people out here right now. Everybody wants to be conscious and talk about, oh, I'm more conscious than you and I'm more conscious than this. So if you're so conscious, why are you consciously out here arguing with other people and y'all all trying to prove the same point? Because y'all are not out here trying to prove no point. Y'all out here for this, for the love of this, money. And that's a problem. That's a problem. A big problem. And that's why most of them show you on the internet they feel like kings and queens, but really they feel like this. They're eternally wounded. They're eternally wounded because it's not about they're showing y'all all this because for love. Again, there's so many people that's emotionally trapped. And if you look closely, this is interesting. I just realized this. But it's a brain. It looks like a brain. Look at this. It's like a brain. And the roots are going up to the brain. That means you're mentally trapped because you're not grounded. A lot of people are living in illusions. The 3D world is all about illusions. And that's why people can't give out love. How can she take any of those cups? Look at her. She's looking around. She's mentally distressed. How can you love anybody when you don't love yourself? You know, loneliness is a state of mind. Loneliness is because you don't know your purpose. That's when you're lonely. How can you be lonely and you have all this going on around you? That doesn't make sense to me. And right here in the numerology cards, I have the number 5. Let's see what the number 5 represents. Number 5, yes, a sense of freedom, talent for management and organizations, curiosity and desire for adventure, optimism, generosity, deep sense of truth. A lot of you are seeking truth. Right now, all the illusions are going away. You're moving to the 5D. You want to know the truth. And how do you find truth? By finding your purpose, right? But the challenge with finding the truth is you have to sacrifice dependence, superficiality, okay? Addiction to adventure. Look again. You have to sacrifice that false state of being so that you can get to your truth, all right? And then number 2, that's your relationships. In numerology, 2 represents your relationships. How can you get to the 4 of staves? Your relationships mirror your partnerships, togetherness, community, duality. Everything has 2 sides or 2 poles, connection of creativity and logical thinking. But if you feel internally distressed on the inside, then guess what you're going to keep getting? Eternal stress on the outside in the 3D world. But if you feel internally blissful inside, guess what you're going to get? You're going to get that in the 3D world. See how everything works without, within? Right? The challenges that a lot of people are facing, the overall energy with the number 2 in numerology is doubts, split, indecisiveness. I've seen this a lot with the Sagittarius. It's like, I want to be with somebody. Capricorn too as well. I want to be with them. I don't want to be with them. I want to be with them. I don't want to be with them. I want to be with them. I don't. Aquarius is doing this as well. One minute they're looking for true love, and the next minute, forget it. I'll just work on my money. The indecisiveness, the desperation, too much thinking and overanalyzing situations. You want to know why you do that? Because you're not walking in your truth, and internally you're not happy. So you're soul searching for something outside you for your happiness. No. You're not going to find it. Look, you're not going to find it. You're not going to find that 10 of Cups until you find it within you. See the Lovers in reverse here? All right? And then number 7, numerology card number 7. The strengths of it is awareness of fullness, unification of immaterial, spiritual, and material. Right? So I said that earlier, in order for you to get the spiritual material, you have to start spiritually materialistic things before you can get external materialistic things. Financial values, self-realization, is striving toward higher perfection, commitment to being idealism, right? You have to let go of these illusions. The challenges overall, what I see with the 7th numerology card is worries about deficiencies. A lot of you are so worried about money. How are we going to live? This COVID, this, that, all right? I'm going to limit what I say about COVID because, I am on YouTube. But you've got to get out this illusion. It's a trap. Look at that brain. It's a trap. You got to stay grounded. You got to know what's for you is what's for you and what isn't. A lot of you have mistrust, material fears in life, attachment and thinking about own profit, fears of losing someone. Yes, look at this. You'd rather hold on to a false relationship. Look at him. He's trying to walk away and she's grabbing him back. You'd rather hold on to someone that means you no good, and you know they mean you no good, just to not to feel alone. But internally, you still feel alone. You ever been with somebody and no matter how much you love them, you still felt alone? You want to know why? Because you can't make yourself happy, so how in the heck can they make you happy, people? This is crazy. Subconsciously, what is holding you back is the Moon card. The Moon. I love the Moon card. A lot of you are looking for exciting new personal or career developments. Yes, but make sure that it's your purpose. All right? Don't just go after it because it's money driven. You have to expand your horizons internally, okay? The Moon represents fears about the health or safety of a close friend's family member, a negative omen, all right? You'll have to get out your head. There's nobody hunting you. You're hunting yourself. Next, we have fire. What's subconsciously holding you back besides the Moon? Fire. Fire represents out of control, contentment in personal life. A lot of you are content, but you're not happy. Okay? A fire burning steadily without sparks may signify good physical and mental health. Yes, you have to get physically and mentally healthy. All right? You have to purge some problems in your life. Uncontrollable anger. Proximity indicates that you recognize the fire's intensity. Suggests hidden resentment. A lot of you resent what's going on with your life or your lovers because guess what? You're eternally fighting yourself. You're resenting them because how dare they treat you like this? How dare they not give you what you've given them? But why are you giving them more than you give yourself? That's the question. I'm not giving nobody nothing more than I can give myself. I can't love you no more than I can love myself. Okay? And I'll tell anybody that. And if they can't appreciate that, then they don't love me because they don't know what true love is. Okay? I will hear me and hear me clear. I will never give someone more than I can give myself. Because once I start giving you more than I can give myself, then I'm no longer serving my purpose. Yes. All right, tears of joy and tears of sadness came out. I've seen this a lot in the readings, the extended readings. That's the eternal battle with yourself. You got to give love. Give love to yourself first, and then you can give it to others. When you can love you unconditionally, then you can love others unconditionally. And it's a beautiful thing. Let me tell you something. People might call me crazy. They may call me stupid. They may call me quirky. You may call me unique, eccentric, whatever you want to call me. But guess what? I'm living in my prosperity and abundance because I love myself. And there's nothing that you can do to make me feel unhappy with myself. All right? Get grounded. Get centered. Get grounded and get centered. Go outside with your shoes off and sit outside in that dirt. A little dirt ain't never hurt nobody. Get grounded. Get centered. Start talking to the universe because it's talking to you. Those birds chirping, those flowers, those butterflies. Everybody wants to see the butterfly, but nobody really wants to sit with the butterfly. Just think about what I'm saying. Get inspired. Inspiration and courage is all around you. Get inspired. Y'all want to do all this magic? Do magic for yourself to heal yourself. Quit doing it to bring in your love. Quit doing it to bring in money. Quit doing it to bring in prosperity. Do it to heal yourself. Okay? Have the inspiration and courage to heal yourself, and then everything else will follow. Then we have plant the seeds. Plant the seeds for what you want to grow. Do a vision board. All right? Write down what you want. Go outside and bury it. Give it to the universe. Tell her, look, this is what I need. This is what I want. Right? But don't do it for a loved one. Do it for you. What are you doing for you to make your life better? Not for everyone else. And the last card we have, go with the flow of life. Quit trying to manipulate the energy and go with the flow of life. What is supposed to be yours will be yours, and can't nobody stop it. All right? Remember that. There's nothing that somebody can do to stop you. And last card at the bottom of the deck is follow your dreams. Yes. See, when we get older, we're programmed to stop believing and stop dreaming. We never stop dreaming. Stop making your inner kid go away. Kids don't have worries. Kids have unconditional love. You know why? Because until they're programmed not to love themselves, they love everything and everyone around them. And most of all, themselves. And that's what you have to get back to get a better quality of life, is loving yourself. And I hope this helps a lot of you out there. I do mentorships. You can contact me, email me if you would like to sign up for that. I also do personal readings. Catch you again tomorrow, Sunday. I will start readings for the zodiac signs. And until then, bye.